In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use ChatGPT to get your first 10,000 visitors to your website, all organically with SEO. And the best part is if you do this yourself, all it's going to cost is your time. So let's get stuck in and go straight into ChatGPT. So for those that don't know me, my name is Zach Baldwin. I run an SEO studio helping Shopify e-commerce brands grow their organic revenue with SEO. And I use ChatGPT quite a lot to help me do some research and write some content. And so I wanted to show you today how you can use it to get your first 10,000 visitors, or at least get the opportunity to get your first 10,000 visitors. So I'm going to do this pretty raw and just kind of show, a very bare bones method as to how you can find keywords and then how you can validate that and see if it's worthwhile targeting those keywords. So first things first, I'm going to choose an example business that we're going to do this on, and I had a florist reach out to me recently, so we'll do it for them. So if you're a florist watching, hopefully this is helpful. So what I want to ask ChatGPT first is something along the lines of, can you identify, let's say 15 plus keywords that might be relevant to a florist that their customers may be searching for. Now this is pretty short prompt, but I'm just doing this pretty quickly and raw. Obviously, if you've got more time, you can be much more in depth with these prompts because you're going to get so much better output. So we'll wait for that to put something out. It's been a bit slow. So there you go. It's given us, what have we got? 21 keywords here. So we've got core service one, florist near me, obviously flowers online, flower delivery, blah, 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 so on. Now these are the ones that I'm really focused on here, your occasion-based ones, because especially for a florist, these are going to be super relevant. Birthday flowers, anniversary, wedding flowers, wedding florist, funeral, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, new baby, get well soon, so on. Product specific, bouquet of roses. Great, great, great. Okay, there's some in there. Some are not so good, some are great. I want to focus on these occasion-based keywords though. So now I'm going to ask it, I like the occasion-based keywords. Always got to compliment ChatGPT, keep on its good side, Can you expand on this list and think of some further long-tailed keywords that customers might be searching? See if it comes up with anything there. So basically, as I said, this is very bare bones what I'm doing, but what I like to do is just to speed up the process. That's the best thing about ChatGPT, in my eyes at least, is it speeds up the process. It spits out all these things there, and you can just validate it into these other tools rather than having to go through every single step and process. So let's see what it's got. Expanding, anniversary flowers for wife, romantic anniversary. So these are very, very long-tailed here. But I'm thinking more from collection-based. You can obviously put a lot of these into blogs, but I want to get a bunch of kind of collection-based keywords so then we can actually get people that are going to be buying different products. For her delivered, bright with balloons. Birthday flower delivery with me, order birthday. See, a lot of these, ChatGPT is not ideal. Some of these are pretty mid, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of those and I'm just going to lose these ones. So this is only, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Next, what I'm going to do, put them into Ahrefs. Now this is a paid tool. ChatGPT, I do have the paid version, but you can obviously do that for free. This is a paid tool. And so what I'm doing is you can put it in, you can just see this here, how much search volume there is I'm looking in Australia because that's where I'm from. If you look in America, no doubt these numbers are going to be probably way higher. But you can see some of them pretty good. Birthday flowers is 2,000, get well soon flowers is 400, anniversary flowers 400, new baby flowers 150. So there's a bit of search volume there. Mother's Day flowers, but obviously it's not much there. So yeah, what are we at? Let's say three and a bit grand. We're not at 3 and a bit thousand, I should say. We're not at the 10,000 yet, so we need to do a little bit deeper digging to try and get to that 10,000 number because, again, like getting 400 people to your website, or if you get 30% of that, 120, it's great, but it's not going to pay the bills too much. So we want to find some more keywords. So I've just gone back to ChatGPT and I've just kind of giving it a little bit of prompt saying, hey, I want these for collection pages, not so much for blog pages or longer keywords, because some of these are a bit too long-tailed. So it's giving me a bunch more here. We've got birthday flowers, flowers for here, same day birthday flowers, bright birthday bouquets, anniversaries, weddings, sympathy, Valentine's Day, new baby, Mother's Day. So we could even expand on those topics even further, but we'll just plug all of these in and just see if anything significant shows up for us. So if we go into the Keyword Explorer here, now I'm going to have to clean this up quickly. All right, so I cleaned that up and I've plugged that in. Now again, we're looking at Australia here. We've got a few more different keywords here. So we're getting a bit closer to our $10,000 number. So I'm just going to have a look through all of these. You can see as they get down, some of them start to get a bit lower. We've got bridesmaids, bouquets. We've got 90 people searching every month. Apology flowers. It's an interesting keyword, but you know, people might search them just because. I'm not really sure what that means, but anyway. So you just got to think about it's a numbers game. Like if you've got 30 people searching a month for this product, is that worth it for your business? If you've only got, 10 collections that you're targeting, 30 is not going to do much. However, if you've got like 500 collections, 30 times 500, you're getting way more people to your website as a result. And so you just got to think about, what's actually worth your time and investment into creating different pages like that. So from here, and again, as we go down, it gets a bit more narrow and there's not much happening with these keywords. But if we use these now, we can get a bit closer to the 10,000 number. So looking at just those couple of keywords, the big ones that we've got here, even from that alone, we're at just over 9,000 people searching a month. Now, obviously, you're not going to get all 9,000 or anywhere near 9,000 of those people to your website, plus you have to rank for them. That's not just guaranteed people. So we want to find a few more to try and get to this 10,000 number, right? So what you can do now is actually utilize Ahrefs or something like the tool that you're using. So what you can do is you can just click on that keyword. Now, obviously this one is a little bit more difficult, especially if you're starting out, but there's 2,000 people a month. But you can see here, you can see different terms that match. So happy birthday flowers is different to birthday flowers, and so that's another keyword, 3,200 people searching for it. And then there's obviously a bunch of other ideas there, but I think if we go to something like wedding flowers, this might give us a few more opportunities. Wedding flowers, Sydney, bouquet flowers, artificial wedding flowers. See, there's a bunch of different keywords that you can target like that. So you can just do a bit more research here. You can see there's a bunch of different keywords that people could be searching for. Obviously, depending, this is for a florist, you got to have to look at what type of flowers you actually create. Do you make artificial ones? Do you make bouquets only? Do you make this, that? So just do a little bit more research within Ahrefs to actually figure it out. So now back to ChatGPT. Let's say we've just about got our 10,000 keywords, 10,000 search volume here, right? What we can do further, so the florist that I looked at, and a lot of florists do this, is they not only sell flowers, but they will sell additional things like chocolates or wine or things like that. So maybe what we can ask ChatGPT is just to come up with some keywords around that. So I'll just give it a quick prompt. So I've just asked ChatGPT, most florists, as I said, will sell additional products like chocolates or wines or similar things. So can you think of a couple extra? So we've got here some chocolates, wine, gift hampers, teddy bears or plush toys, cookies and sweet treat, fruit baskets, cheese crackers. So I think the first couple are probably pretty decent. Maybe he's getting a bit stretched. We've got candles as well, tea and coffee, essential oils, potentially, bath bombs, body care, greens, flowers, vases. So again, you've got to look at your business, see what other additional things that you sell. But now we can have a look at these keywords, and we can find specific ones within that. So if I ask ChatGPT, let's just choose a couple, using chocolates, wine, teddy bears, candles, what else? Greeting cards, vases, flower holders. Can you list, let's go 15 to 30 collection pages that could be created into these categories? Now we'll see what it spits out. And again, validate the keywords in Ahrefs, or if you don't have Ahrefs, you can always look at Google Keyword Planner. I'll show you how to do that as well at the end of this video, just so you can see that. Ahrefs is just a little bit more detailed, whereas Google Keyword Planner gives you a range, but it is free. So if you don't have the paid Ahrefs, then you can use Google Keyword Planner. So I'll show you that. So we see here we've got a bunch of different chocolate keywords, wine, teddy bears, so on. So again, let's have a look at all these and see how many people are searching for all these different keywords. So if we go back to Keyword Explorer, chuck it in here, and again, I will clean this up quickly. And then when we search that, it should give us a bunch of keywords and see how many people are searching for them. Not as many as we think. So again, just want to preface, I'm not really looking at these keywords here. If you're doing this properly, have a bit more detail with what you're doing, with your prompts, with the keywords you're spitting out. I'm literally just trying to copy and paste just to show you how you would do this, because obviously a lot of these don't have keywords here, but we can see birthday cards, obviously a difficult and very high competition keyword, but nonetheless, there's 5,000 people searching for it. Thank you cards, 2.6, chocolate hampers, 600, sympathy cards, 450, flower vases, 250. So you can go through, you can pick out the ones that suit you. Some of them are not going to be relevant at all, but some of them are going to give you different keywords that you can make collection pages for. So I just want to show you quickly as well, if you don't have Ahrefs, like I said before, you can use Google Keyword Planner. So you might need to create a Google Ads account. It's all free. So once you've done there's two ways of kind of doing this. You can discover new keywords. You can actually do keyword research here as well. But you can also get search volume and forecast. And so similar to what we did before, you can put these numbers in, these keywords in, to Google Keyword Planner, get started, and it will do the same thing. It'll give you a range. Now, as I said before, this one is a little bit broader because here it says birthday flowers, 10,000 to 100,000. It's a 90,000 to 90,000 number difference. So it's obviously not as accurate, but it can give you a range. So you can see here, birthday flowers, it says 10 to 100,000 people are searching. On Ahrefs, we have 2,000. So, which one are you going to believe? I like to kind of look at both. I think I do trust Google because it's directly from Google. However, Ahrefs gives us much more direct data, much more detailed data. And so, I wouldn't assume this is 100,000. I always assume it's on the lower end or potentially even lower than that. And you can see here, congratulations, thank you, new baby, your anniversary. These are all the lower ones. So they're probably, accurate as well with 100 to 1K. So that's another way of looking and validating the keywords that you find as well, doing it for free in Google Keyword Planner. And then finally, once you've found all those keywords, you then want to actually create the page for it. So this is the top ranking page for birthday flowers as a keyword. So this is the page you're on. So we can see here they've created a page specifically for birthday flowers. They've got the H1 there. They've got some text at the top talking about it. Obviously, they've got all their wonderful products here. If we scroll down as well, they've eventually got some more optimized text down here. So happy birthday with flowers, birthday flowers, birthday flowers. So they're incorporating the keyword. They're creating a page specifically for birthday flowers, which is why they would be showing up in the first position for that keyword. So there you have it. That's a very bare bones way that you can use ChatGPT to get your first 10,000 people to your website through SEO. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than just what I showed you in this video, but hopefully that gives you kind of a starting point as to how you can do it and the steps that you need to take to find those keywords and to find the people that are searching for your products. So if you like content like this, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to make more videos talking about SEO and how you can grow your e-commerce store. If you want to work with me, link it in the description below. You can book a call. We can have a chat and see if I can help grow your brand with SEO. And if not, I'll see you on the next video.